the Jets now have been picked off. They have slipped into the in the hunt column in the AFC, and they've got a short week against the resurgent Jaguars. Here's Zach Wilson after the game yesterday on whether or not he believes he deserves a second start this week.
Do you think you played well enough to deserve another start?
No, I think that's not up to me, right? And for me, I think it comes back to how can I watch this film? How can I improve? And can I keep trying to put our offense in the best situation to win? You know, and
more?
I didn't do that today, so I didn't win.
Well, he's learned. He's learned about what to say and what not to say at a press conference because it was his defiance a few weeks back that I think greased the skids for him to be benched. Here's the reality. I said this last night on Football Night in America. Still true this morning. Unlikely that Mike White's going to be able to play. Broken rib that needs to calcify. It needs to get sticky. I remember hearing that in reference to Donovan McNabb 15 years or so ago when he had a broken rib. When that rib is fractured, and it tells you how bad the fracture was, you don't want it to become displaced. The rib has to hold. The process, the natural human process of bone healing needs to happen sufficiently so that the rib doesn't come loose and puncture your lung. That's why he couldn't get clearance to play. He wanted to play. He would have signed all the paperwork, went to 10 different doctors, and they all said, you can't play. It is funny. I mean, second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion, fifth opinion, keeps going, looking for any doctor, waiting for the one Nick Riviera that's going to say, you can play. And nobody would say it. He was yet. George Carlin used to say there is the worst doctor in America and someone has an appointment with him or her tomorrow. So he couldn't find, Mike White couldn't find the guy that would let him play. And I don't think he's going to find it by Thursday night. My understanding is it's not happening by Thursday night. I don't know that it'll happen by Sunday, but he's week to week. And this week coming up, Thursday night, Jaguars game, unlikely. So it's not whether he deserved it or not, Zach Wilson, for a second start. It's whether or not Mike White's going to be able to play. I mean, it's not. I don't think Zach Wilson played so poorly they're going to trot out Joe Flacco. I think it's going to be Wilson.
Right. Yeah, look, Zach Wilson made some plays. You know, despite you just kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies with all that rib talk, I think I'm focused enough to say what I was going to say now. I mean, that 3rd and 19 throw that he had toward the end of the game, if you want hope with Zach Wilson, there's your hope. Right? I mean, he was able to stand there, find the open man, and deliver an accurate pass that hit him in stride. You get the first down, you keep it moving. The 4th down throw that set up the long field goal attempt. I mean, it's stuff. Yeah, 4th and 18. Here it is. You know, he rolls to his right. He avoids the defender, and he finds somebody in the middle of the field, a la kind of Patrick Mahomes, right? I mean, this is one of those, you just got to have it. You got to be able to do it if you can do it throws. And he was able to do it. So I think that there was some progress from Zach Wilson, but you still are also seeing some of the things where he's taking sacks that he probably shouldn't take. You know, he's not getting rid of the ball quick enough. He's not seeing the offense. He's not playing within the rhythm and the timing of the offense as we see Mike White do. So there is hope for Zach Wilson still. It's just, he's not at the level, I think, right now that makes the Jets particularly dangerous when it comes to their offense on a consistent down-to-down basis.
Well, and look, he had the interception earlier in the game, right?
Yeah, it was bad.
Right at the start of the second half, where it's like, well, that's why he got benched. You can't have these moments where you just kind of throw it up for, like, you completely misread the coverage.
Yes.
You throw a little floater that someone's going to have time to come get. Like, you don't throw a pass like that unless you're damn sure there's no one that's going to come over with a shot at it. So that was just one of those, yeah, okay, now we know why he's not playing. But you're right. He did redeem himself late, put them in a position. It's outdoors, MetLife Stadium, 58 yards. I know that Zerline has made some long kicks in his career, but that's a lot to ask for. I mean, it used to be 40 was a long kick, then 50 became a long kick. 50's starting to feel automatic. Now to the point where, like, a 58-yarder is no longer winging a prayer. Like, well, let's see if he can get it online. I mean, they all have the leg to do it, and he just wasn't able to get it online, and the Jets lose. And it's not an easy road the rest of the way for them either. Yeah. They need Mike White back. They need to hope that they can beat the Jaguars. That the Jaguars are kind of like, And we've seen this a few times this year where a team has one of those emotional wins and they can't reset quickly enough. It happened to the Vikings after the Bills game, 40-3. They lost to the Cowboys. You just have to hope the Jaguars don't come back down to earth and that the Jets can grind something out, because the Jets need this one more, I believe, than the Jaguars. The Jaguars are more alive right now than the Jets. Not that that's dispositive, but in a short week, that mindset maybe makes a little bit of a difference. We'll find out in only 3 days.
We will, yeah. And I think you're kind of right. I mean, just based on the way that things have gone with the Titans, and the fact that the Titans' offensive personnel is an absolute mess right now, and there are plenty of reasons for that. But, then you see A.J. Brown doing what he's doing in Philadelphia, and you're like, I guess he did used to play for the Titans. And, the Jaguars are surging. The Jets, they're kind of floundering a little bit. We'll see what happens on Thursday night, but it is a big game for both teams.
And I know, look, the players say they don't peek ahead on the schedule, but the reality is the Titans play this week. They've got the Texans. They should be able to win, although the Texans have become, in a couple of straight losses, a much better team than we had thought they were. But then it's a Thursday night game for the Titans against the Dallas Cowboys, who are, who knows? The Dallas Cowboys may feel sufficiently locked into the 5 seed by then that they may not even put their best foot forward. They may try to rest some of their guys up. We're getting to a weird point in the year where, it used to be teams that had the 1 seed and the 2 seed, back when the 2 seed had a bye attached to it, they would call off the dogs and take it easy and rest starters. And I still got a few more to use. But now you're starting to see like teams get to a spot where we really can't improve our position on this playoff tree. We're kind of locked into this spot. So maybe we rest our starters now. So there's some weird dynamics coming up the past few weeks that could influence some of these other playoff races, but we shall see. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.